Hi, this is Malhotra. Thanks for joining me for this video. I decided to make this video because lately I've had a few people ask me, why is it that you're always working so hard, or it's really important that you understand that life is not just about this and about succeeding and accomplishing. That sometimes it's good to just be in life, and you don't always need things to be happy and stuff like that. And for those of you that are out there that are ambitious, or strive to constantly improve yourself, I'm sure that you probably heard people say the same things to you. And certainly I think there is some validity in what people say, in terms of the fact that yes, things aren't more important than experiences, and success is not more important than people, and absolutely. But I always wonder, why do people assume that one has to come at the expense of the other? And it's interesting to me when people come and say to me, oh, it's really important to be happy in life. Um, I say to them, yes, I'm happy. I am doing exactly what I want to do. I'm living a very purposeful existence. What I do, I'm very passionate about. This is my calling. I'm doing things that are consistent with my strengths. I am adding value. I am creating. What is there to not be happy about? And so it's interesting, people's perceptions around, where happiness comes from. Well, the reality is, if you're not doing things that you're passionate about, if you're not creating, if you're not striving, you're not going to be happy. You may think, your belief system may tell you that you're going to be happy if you just be and you just relax, or you spend all of your time at the beach or watching movies or with people. But the reality is, you don't get happiness from those things. Those things do nothing to inspire people. They don't do anything to get people out of bed and want to get out there and create. And as human beings, if we don't do that, who's going to do that? We have enormous amounts of talent, enormous amounts of capability. We have the ability to go and create. So some level of dissatisfaction with the current situation is actually good, because if we were satisfied, we would not create. You think about the fact that every invention that exists around us, right from the light globe to the telephone to cars and planes, everything resulted because somebody out there was dissatisfied with the current state of things. And so the human race has progressed on that premise that for something new to happen, or for progress to happen, someone has to be dissatisfied with how things currently are. And so the reality is, for a lot of those people that say, we can just be, and you should just be happy, well, the reality is, the same people actually love all the luxuries and all the comforts that we have today as a consequence of other people's sacrifices. You see, the only reason some of us can say that it's okay for us to just be and be happy is because somebody else is doing the work. But the moment we have to do the work, we tend to assume that, well, it's best to just be happy and just be, life is not about work, and those kind of beliefs are so dangerous. It is what prevents the human race from progressing to its potential. The reason why sometimes things change over such a long period of time is because there is always a segment of the population that does not embrace growth. They resist change. They want to try and hang on to what already exists. They start to see all the bad things that can happen as a result of change, rather than looking at all the good things that can happen as a result of change. This happened in the Industrial Revolution. This happened in the Information Revolution. This will happen every time there is a change and the human race is progressing. So I think we really need to stop for a minute and really question our belief system around progress and success, because I don't think it's a human being's job to just sit and just relax. And yes, of course, a quality of life cannot be achieved if you don't have enough time for relaxation and time and family and friends. And I'm certainly, by no means am I taking away from that. But it always amazes me that so many people assume that happiness is not about work. I believe so much happiness can be derived from work, from purpose, from living a vision, from having passion for what you do, for doing work that is consistent with your strengths. There is so much quality of life to be had by doing those things. Because I can tell you, for all those people that say, money is not important, or success is not important, or progress is not that important in the scheme of things, I can tell you now, if you offered those people $1 million or a couple of $1 million, or you offered them a free home or other comforts, they'll be very quick to take it up. You see? So the only reason they don't want those things, or they believe they don't want those things, is because there's work involved. And if there was no work involved, a lot of these people would be happy with all the luxuries and the comforts that we have around us. So, by the way, this video is not meant to be a vent. It was just, it's something that's been happening to me now for a few years, and so many people come up to me and say, and try and convince me that, life is not about work, and life is not about success. And I say, well, what is it about? If you're not living and doing something that you believe in, if you're not adding value, if you're not creating something, what else should you be doing? I really believe that I am right now fulfilled and happier than I've ever been, and healthier than I've ever been, because I'm living a life on purpose. So rather than just having good intentions, I'm living intentionally. And so yeah, and that's my belief. I don't know how many people out there are experiencing these sorts of things, and certainly this is no criticism of the people that believe that way. This video is just designed to encourage people to think from a different perspective, and to really think, are they going to be happy if they did nothing with their lives? We all, and I think deep down as human beings, we all have we all have a desire to leave a legacy. And, I think it's essential as human beings that we identify our natural talents and gifts and nurture these to add value to the world. There is something completely wrong with achieving success just for the sake of your personal and material comfort. But if you're trying to achieve success, or you're striving for something, or you're wanting to grow as a person, or you're wanting to challenge yourself, or you're wanting to create with the intent of creating value to the world as a whole, I think that's the most beautiful thing. So I hope that this video has been of value. Thank you so much for listening to me. I look forward to speaking to you in my next video. Thank you.